Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot
Galadi Vinyasi Productions
to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the table?
Let's get this on. Let's do it.
Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot. BoxingVoice.com to get to where I got to. BoxingVoice.com.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, joined alongside Ringwalk Danny, and we're back for another one. As I told you, it was gonna happen. We're here to discuss the officially announced fight between Tszyu and Brian Mendoza. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head. Shout out to the sources that gave me the information that obviously Tszyu would be taking on Brian Mendoza. And it looks like Tszyu doesn't care. He says, I couldn't care less about Mendoza's knockouts or his ability. So we're here, and this is what we're going to be discussing today, this fine morning. If you want to call in and voice your opinion, feel free. The number to do so, 1425-569-5241. We're talking the junior middleweight fight. It's interim champion versus interim champion, but if Mendoza wins, he'll walk out a WBO full champion, because obviously when Tszyu gets elevated right after Charlo and Canelo step in the ring, Tszyu will be the full champion, and he could possibly defend this full version against Mendoza. And the reason for that is obviously the fight was officially announced to take place in Australia on Sunday, October 15th. And Tszyu's last fights have been carried by Showtime. So we are assuming that this will be a Showtime date as well. This date is for October 14th in the United States and October 15th in Australia. And that will give Tszyu about 15 days, I think, less than a month, quite possibly. 15 days short of a month, give or take a couple of days. And, you know, he will be elevated on September 30th. So when this fight happens with Mendoza, Tszyu will be the full WBO champion. It's a good fight. I mean, obviously Mendoza caught a beautiful knockout over Fundora. So, you know, Tszyu's headline is talking about the power and how he doesn't care of it. I'm not sure that Mendoza has all this power. More than that was a perfectly placed punch. But this is what we're talking about. If you guys want to call in and voice your opinion, give us your breakdown on this fight. Who do you think will win? Can Mendoza stop the Australian in his tracks? Stop that forward progress. A lot of people are high on Tszyu right now. He's out here getting great performances. You can't deny that his performances have been fairly decent, fan friendly, and certainly television worthy. Now, what do you guys think of Mendoza? Obviously, Brian had already suffered the loss at current Albuquerque native. Is he from, actually, excuse me, Arizona native, El Mono, a.k.a. Jesus Ramos. He gave Mendoza his first loss. But, Ramos is top tier for sure. The top of the 154-pound division.
Yeah, that's
and we'll see.
Another title contender, somebody else on the verge, on the cusp of a title shot. And he steps into the ring with Erickson Lubin on September the 30th, the same day that Tszyu will be elevated to world champ.
Which gives us an idea of how good Jesus is, right? Like, we know Lubin is good. We know he's battle-tested. How does Jesus do in that fight, and does he come away with the W? Really is what everybody's going to be pointing to. But he's a common opponent with Mendoza. He gave Mendoza his first loss. Does that make Mendoza any less competitive in this fight? Because he has that loss, because there's a blueprint, because Tszyu's team has something to look at and pick apart to try and find holes in the game of Mendoza.
Look, obviously you said it. There is a blueprint. That fight took place 2 years ago. Then you look at it, he had also lost that same year, or 2 years before that, I'm sorry, Mendoza did. So, there is fights out there, but I think, we got to remember.
I want to believe he wasn't with Salas for any of those fights, bro. I want to believe he attributes this newfound success to moving away from Albuquerque, because he is from Albuquerque, and relocating to Las Vegas and getting with Salas. Obviously, mum was the word, so he refused to talk to me even after 5 messages. He still ain't even seen them shits. He purposely did not even look at them shits. But I sent him a message yesterday like, bro, now that the news is broke and you ain't got to, break your promise to whoever the fuck you promised, maybe you could come on the show. Same thing with Frank. I told Frank, too. I'm like, Frank, come on, man. We already know you got a contract. You want to play it close to the chest, cool. At least give me the fucking interview I've been begging for. He like, nah, I got you. We going to see how much he got me, because he told me that before.
Oh, so at least he replied.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nah, he been replying. Like I told you, he said to me that offer wasn't yet. I said, any truth to this, that you got an offer? He's like, ain't no truth as of yet. Which technically he could have been not lying. Technically, he didn't get a contract maybe. Maybe he didn't sign a contract. But heavy rumors now. I see Fight Hub. I see Dan Rafe. I see everybody talking about Shakur and Frank now all of a sudden. You feel me? Just like they ain't give us credit for this.
Hey, nah, I swear to God, I told somebody yesterday, because they asked me, they're like, yo, like, you don't be wanting the credit? And I'm like, bro, honestly, the credit is cool sometimes, but I think
Can't eat no credit.
I think what's better is, like, the moment of realization for some people.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? They're like, damn, like, you really
was right.
You really know what you're talking about. You really have sources.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So for me, at least, I think that's dope, because obviously being somebody so young in the game, it's almost you gotta earn your credibility, and you gotta earn that. I feel like trust in a way
Yeah, with the people for sure.
with the people, absolutely. So, nonetheless, look, I had people reaching out like, "Yo, can I quote you for a story?" And I was like, "Look, man, this is what it is, and this is what it's not." You know,
I mean, you put the tweet out there, so they
I
gonna
did,
quote you.
I did put the tweet.
I ain't even know. I said that on my second show. Like, how Danny put this big ass tweet out, ain't even send it to the pre-pro. My man, you did 2 paragraphs, 2 separate tweets, and you ain't even let us know. Luckily, I don't know. I don't know if somebody sent it to me
You know, I be getting high, bro, and I just be.
or I found it
zoned
and then I used it for that Shakur Frank show.
Oh, shout out, bro. Shout out.
I mean, yeah, you the one knew the information. You the one had the fucking reserve hold from the commission and all that.
Yeah, my God, you the man, bro. Appreciate that. I don't even know how the fuck we got here.
October
but
15th. That's where
October
we at,
15th,
man. I
yeah.
mean, a jam-packed year for sure because this might not be, Zoo versus Charlo, but this is certainly high level.
Absolutely.
Mendoza is certainly up there. He knocked off the undefeated Fondura. This fight has to be respected and looked upon as a big fight. Because Mendoza could get the knockout again, and Tszyu has the power at any moment to end it.
So one thing to point out, because you brought up Mendoza's loss, and
Yeah, his
So,
loss to Jesus Ramos.
Jesus Ramos is a southpaw fighter, Tszyu being orthodox, but Mendoza's first loss was to an orthodox fighter. That was an 8-round split decision loss. So, he's lost to one southpaw, one orthodox. I don't think it's the same Brian. I'm expecting a different Brian Mendoza than what we've seen. And I think we've seen what we've
different
seen.
Mendoza.
Yeah, since he's last lost, I think we've seen a different Brian Mendoza. So
I wish we could ask him because I feel like we've already done that, and he said it's been since leaving Albuquerque and getting with Silas.
yeah, but at what point was that? We got to figure that out, like, after what fight, But, yo, so did I see correctly? Did he travel to Australia for the press conference?
It looks that way. Like, in one point, I seen him on a television monitor, and then I'm not sure if he's there in person or not because there's so much paraphernalia with his face on it.
Right.
It's like a full-blown press conference. That's why he was ducking me. You see how much money they had spent? It's a real press conference. But why do they want to surprise fans? What's wrong with giving fans 7 days notice that there's going to be a press conference in Australia? I don't understand that. Why keep everything so close to the chest just so that there's this magical press conference that happened yesterday that no one could fucking tune into? It's like there's morons leading morons, bro. This shit is sad. Like, show me the science, bro. What's the knowledge in doing a surprise press conference yesterday that nobody knew about? How do we gain traction? How is this fight bigger? Help me understand.
Do you think maybe only, like, the Australian platforms knew? Because there was definitely
wouldn't make sense, though.
media in attendance.
But that wouldn't make sense, though. So now you telling media not to tell U.S. media? What the fuck type of weird segregation shit is that?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I definitely saw media there is all I'm saying.
I mean, bro, none of our American writers, me and you were literally the only people talking about Mendoza and Tszyu. And obviously our source. So I'm not understanding. What, Dan Rayfield doesn't have a reach? Keith Eidick doesn't need to cover this? I'm not understanding the science and doing a secret press conference. Shit is weird.
Look, man, I don't know the science or the reasoning behind it, but shout out to them for at least holding a press conference and not having, like, a video call.
them being Tszyu Promotions. That was all Tim Tszyu and his peoples. What's the name of their shit? They got like an Australian name.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'd have to pull it up. But nonetheless, bro,
No Limit. Ain't it No Limit? I think it's No Limit Promotions.
Okay. Not sure, but I was gonna say shout out to them. Like shout out to the Australian boxing market, nonetheless. They have brought us like a handful of big fights in the last 15 months. You know, so it's kind of cool to see somebody to be able to do numbers out there. You know, we had the Tony Harrison fight out there with Zoo. We're having this one now with Brian Mendoza. Obviously, the two Haney Cambosis fights were held in Australia, so hopefully Zoo can keep it coming with the big fights out there, and just have another boxing market in a sense because they definitely love them out there. That's for sure. They definitely love them out there.
Nah, it's certainly a market. I just hate when the market or the fight exceeds the market, right? And now they have to come to Vegas. They have to be on pay-per-view. All these have-tos suck. It's like you get these guys that are local draws, you build them, you pack the house 10, 10, 10, 10, then all of a sudden they grow out of that. And it's like, no, we can't fight there. You got to go to Vegas. You got to charge triple for your ticket. You got to make your fans jump on a plane.
Well, I don't know what the actual gates are, and I don't know what Tim is keeping of that and all of that. But I do know. Hold on, I was gonna say I do know that the most expensive ticket for the fight with Tony Harrison was $5,000.
The most expensive ticket for Tony Harrison was $5,000.
$5,000.
That's a lot of bread.
That is a lot of bread.
That's not Tank Ryan. For them to have $5,000 tickets, that's absolutely insane.
Now, it was a VIP ticket that came with food and drinks and things like that.
Fuck is that?
The
Mobsters?
The mob families, brother. Yes, sir. Shout out to Contenders.
That's Contenders?
Absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think they have a Godfather series.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro. So, it was a premium ticket, food, drinks, maybe parking or some shit, probably a goodie bag. I know it was like a hospitality ticket, 5 racks. So.
That's a lot.
I'll keep an eye out. I'm curious if tickets, usually at the press conference when they announce the fight, they announce ticket sales and things like that. So I'll keep an eye out for this one to see what the market is at and what the tickets will cost. But they have the room. They've done the stadium fights. They've done the arena fights. So they have the venues. If Tim keeps winning, I think they'll have the guy to fill the venues.
For sure. For sure. I mean, if Jeff Horn could bring Pacquiao, Tim Tszyu, son of a legend, if he just continues to win, he should be able to do whatever he wants, right? Bro, so I just got an email.
I think the only person that might be hard to bring out there would be Jermell Charlo if Jermell Charlo beats Canelo and then goes back down. Because then that puts...
I mean, I can see that argument, and I don't want to argue. I still will say Jeff Horn took Pacquiao. I don't think it matters what Jermell does. He will never be Pacquiao. Even the one win over Canelo is not enough for him to be Pacquiao. One win isn't going to be 10 years of ticket sales, 10 years of pay-per-views.
No. That's
Pacquiao had a track
fact.
record on pay-per-view and still had to go to Australia. And I say had because obviously the money was good enough for the cash cow to go over there, the A-side to go over there. So I just don't see what it is Charlo can do. I mean, a win over Canelo isn't going to do anything for back, like, I don't know. Whatever. We'll see.
But
There's
you were correct.
He's got no track record there. It's
you
like,
were correct.
You got
it is
one
called
pay-per-view.
No Limit Boxing.
Yeah, he's got one pay-per-view that did 130 with his brother. There's just not enough data. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that Al can't get someone to counter an offer or equally make as big of an offer I just don't think that you do, though, especially when the person who's housing the fight, like Kambosos, is beatable. Of course you go. You know, that's what Bill told us. Of course, Ness. He said, Ness, you know what they giving me to do it twice? We gonna beat him once and go back and do it again. I said, all right, Bill. While I was worried about motherfucking, yo, but what about the judges? He's like, bro. And I'm like, all right. So everyone is different. Not everyone cares about enemy territory. We'll see though. If you want to call in, voice your opinion, 142-569-5241. Press 1. Another hardcore show, let's be real. You know, this is an interim unification. The WBO interim title versus the WBC interim titleists. But technically speaking, Tszyu will be the full champion come October 15th. That won't be the case for Mendoza, but at least he gets his opportunity at a full title.
At a title shot.
That's right. So how was the gym yesterday, champ? What was in? What was cooking?
Very
Slow
slow
day?
yesterday. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
nah,
lie
it's
to you.
so weird. It seems like Earl and Crawford gave us so much but took so much.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very close to not being here today because, like, I was invited to Oklahoma for the card.
Okay.
So I'm like, cool. Let me know what time to show up at the airport. And this top rank. So I'm thinking I'm bullshitting, and they like, well, you know, we're actually taking a private jet out there. I'm like,
shit.
I'm like, yo, like, you know, I come through, whatever. And
Little duffel.
yo, my man's made a call. You know, it wasn't able, but I was finna skedaddle, get Bob on the PJ on the way to OK. And
You would have had some edibles for good old Bob.
oh man, you know, we would have hard deemed it up. I don't have any edibles.
So you're
right
not
now.
going. So all this is to say that he's not going to take the
I'm
private
not,
jet.
I'm not going, bro.
Why?
They, you know,
Last minute kicked you out?
no. I mean, the person that was inviting me was not like the guy. He's one of the guys, just not the guy. And you know,
So it couldn't get
It
approved?
couldn't get approved in time. You know.
Maybe next time, man. Maybe next time. PJ
But
Dreams.
I do know now
Mm-hmm.
that anytime there's a card in Oklahoma, Bob takes the PJ. So it's like, all right, cool. For the next Oklahoma card, I know. Like they said, every card.
That would have been a moment for you. Honestly, for me, that would have been an
No,
amazing,
bro.
small, giant goal to scratch
Nah,
off. Like,
ain't shit small about that, bro. Like,
no, you know.
like you gotta understand. For me, like you were doing this when this was going on, but for me, I was just a regular fan at the crib of the sport, and I used to watch those fight hype videos of Ben on the PJ with Floyd, and I used to think like, yo, this shit's insane that he has this amount of access to the biggest. Like,
I've actually never. Are you sure?
1,000,000% positive.
I've actually
You've
never
seen-
seen a video with Ben Thompson in the airplane. I've always seen Ben in the house, and we never get to see him. He's always behind the camera.
No. You don't see Ben, but obviously watching the video, you hear Ben's voice. But
Yeah, I never seen one in the
bro,
plane though. That's
absolutely.
dope for him. That's
And
absolutely
so
dope
for
him.
me. You know, now doing this, it's like I want to have that moment, like, you know,
For sure.
Well,
that's what I
never-
meant. That's what I meant. You know, and I say little big goal is what I said because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a plane ride, but it's who it's with, so it's going to be memorable. That's why it's a little big goal because, you know, there's bigger goals out there to crush, but that's something official to put under your belt. You know what I mean?
yeah. So he's like, look, you know, we'll try to make it happen for the
Like
next.
Jay got that line, right, where he says, some shit I done smoked with Mary J.
Look,
Blige,
bro,
man,
they
nigga, some shit
walking
like
on
that.
the tarmac,
Okay.
and then you know Floyd talking, boom,
That
boom,
shit got 1 million views.
bro, and then
Views. So right now, Danny's just showing us on
and
his
then, boom,
laptop.
look, they get on the plane. You know, and the shit continues, so it's like they get to talk, and that's only a minute in, so you know they get to talk.
That shit 8 years ago. Floyd looks so young.
Yo,
So young, but still so the same, right? It's so
no,
crazy.
Nah, like he look different now with the hair and the beard. You know, it's like I know it's Floyd, but it's funny because Floyd, when he was bald, looks younger than he does now. I feel like. So now it's like it's retired Floyd. You know, Grandpa Floyd.
Did you
know?
see this?
Oh yeah, she faked like
Like
he was
to
going for
face
her
off
legs.
in the center of the ladies. If you'd like to face off in the center of the ladies,
Clarissa
if you
funny. So this is Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall doing a face-off for PFL. And, you know, Clarissa fakes like she's about to go for the leg takedown. I'm not happy about this, bruh. These two young ladies get injured doing this weirdness. We lost two. Now that puts the Shadasia Green fight back.
I mean, she already was with them. You know what I'm saying?
With who?
Clarissa.
Yeah, with no one to fight. Now they found her someone to fight. So she was with them, took the loss, and came right back to boxing. Licked her wounds. Now they got her someone to fight, so she going back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure she signed a multi-fight deal with them, but
I'm sure she did too. But it wasn't no rush to get back in the ring till they got someone familiar, right?
I mean, if anything, it makes sense. They're gonna go make easy money and just fight in a different cage.
Sense for who? Not for us as fight fans.
I
Like,
mean,
you taking the
for
Shadasia
them,
Green fight.
For them.
They literally have put a 6-month hold on the fight, bro. Like, my girl's already in her 30s. She ready to fight. You wanna do MMA and roll around in little bikinis? You do that shit. You feel me? Vacate the fucking belt.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
people
'cause
gotta
Savannah
learn to
got
keep
the belt, yeah.
people gotta learn to keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? You want Canelo to vacate. You want Crawford to vacate. You want this one to
Charlo.
vacate. Motherfucker, everybody vacate then. You dudes are real whack, man. It's the same shit with Bumgarner all over again. As soon as it's a girl, motherfuckers don't know how to keep that energy. Oh, well, Ness, it's a good fight. Let them do their thing. They're going to make money. Women don't really get paid. Why you hating? I mean, look, 6 months, I mean, man, fuck that. Vacate, motherfucker. You want to run around in low-ass octagons, you do that shit with no belts, just like Clarissa doing it. Gonna come fuck up Shadasia shit. Now what we gonna do for 6 months? The fuck we supposed to do for 6 months? That shit ain't even right. The sanctioning bodies, man, this is what I'm saying. They are atrocious, man. This is the only reason I'm getting in the WBC as much as possible, because I gotta make a change,
would she have
man.
fought sooner?
Would she have fought sooner? Why wouldn't she?
I mean, what was stopping her? She fought 6 months before this last one. What was stopping her from fighting sooner?
I mean, she had to fight the girl. Somehow this was another fucking eliminator. They Erickson Lubin in her ass. How many eliminators as the silver champ? She literally was at the convention and they mandated her. How many mandates and eliminators do you need?
Nah, no, I'm just saying, like, she
Shit,
might
some
be.
political ducking is what's going on.
It seemed like she was fighting twice a year, or on pace to be fighting twice a year every 6 months anyway.
That ain't got nothing to do with opportunities. She fighting 6 months a year because her promoter don't got a broadcaster. Her promoter's just a famous person, but he don't got a network. He got a network for MVP prospects. She ain't no prospect. She's a silver champion. Knocking at the door of every champion that's want to do something else. The last champion wanted to take a voluntary. This champion doing another voluntary in a whole nother sport, but everybody okay with that. Because y'all don't keep the fucking same energy.
I didn't know the shit was postponed, so
6 months, bro.
you know.
We gotta watch this girl train for MMA, slow down someone else's career. Get that shit out of there. Mauricio need to step up, strip her, champion emeritus. Devin Haney could get stripped. This is what I'm saying. They pick and choose who gets stripped. They pick and choose who can't keep the belt for 6 months.
Well, you gotta.
Canelo could keep it for 6 months. Motherfucker David Benavidez done defended his interim 8 times. Canelo out here fighting Jermell Charlo, two
and
divisions below.
That's crazy, because
Nah, it's some political ducking. Political ducking, man. They got sanctioning bodies holding them down.
If anything, the men should be shown some favor because last time I checked, women don't pay sanctioning fees.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck if it's paying or not, bro. Fuck if it's paying or not.
I'm just saying.
Just keep the same. Keep the same rules, man. Let that shit apply universally. Like, there's always some funny shit with boxing, bro. I think that's the episode I was listening to that Crawford was on, and it's like, bro, when you playing basketball, at the end of the game, if you got more points, you won. Don't nobody say, yo, you got more points, but you know what? You ain't really win. Only in fucking boxing, bro. Only in boxing is this some weird shit. See, my girl's the mandatory for like 2 fucking years. She goes to the convention where girls don't even come to the convention. They give her 2 more eliminators. Now this broad want to go to fucking roll around on a mat and nobody gonna say nothing. Fuck the inner city girl that need this opportunity. Because Savannah already got a gift the last time. Should fucking Clarissa vacated to give Savannah a free belt, she would have never been the fucking champion. Like, nobody don't say that shit, though. She had to get Clarissa to vacate. Clarissa had no reason to vacate other than to try to help her bum ass make that fight big. And I hate to call her a bum because she knows she my friend, but swear to God, they doing some bullshit. Boxing can never get it right. Shit, it's just not fair.
Good job, Nuss.
It's just not fair. I'm proud of you. It's just not fair, man. It's never fair. It's never fair, bro. It's crazy. It's like Charlo taking a big ass risk. Nah, let's strip him. Canelo equally in the same fight. Nah, let's let him keep it. Devin moving up, taking a risk to fight a punch in another division. Nah, let's strip him. Valdez tests positive, let's let him fight. It's like, bro, we don't got no fucking standards, man. We are the worst. This sport is the worst. I swear it's the worst. I'm telling you, you need so much money to police these motherfuckers because this the type of shit that happens in the open. Imagine behind closed doors. This shit happening right in front of our eyes. They doing all this in front of our eyes. You just won the belt. It's time to defend. No, right in front of my eyes, you about to just go to a whole nother motherfucking sport. This ain't behind no closed door. That's what I'm saying. This is the weakest sport there is. There's no policing in this sport. Nobody could do nothing but complain like me. That's it.
Dion and Barry played 2 sports.
I don't even know where he going with this.
I'm just saying. Deion Sanders and
what that got to do with the conversation? Bring it together for me.
I'm just saying, bro. Some athletes is so diverse.
Oh, gifted that they could be in 2 sports at once?
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure Dion or whoever the fuck you talking about, those sports got on seasons and off seasons. This 24/7. So she taking 6 months out of someone else's career. That's what you're not getting. When Barry Bonds or whoever the fuck was playing football and then went to go hit home runs, it wasn't during the same season, was it?
Yeah.
They cross each other?
Yep.
Well, that's their fault. That's their fault for allowing that dumb shit. We should not. She got a fucking job to do, which is defend against her mandatory. WC needs to strip her. Champion emeritus. That's it. You did it to Devin. Keep that same fucking energy. That's it. That's it. You know, you didn't take Canelo's belt when Charlo was the mandatory. So then why you taking Tszyu's? And I know that's a different sanctioning body, but all I'm saying is be universal. Be universal, man. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I mean, you know, in order for that to happen, you know what you need. And it's the same thing you've been pushing for Lord knows how long.
We need the fucking feds. Get the CIA in this bitch. What was Nas' song? I need the motherfucking mayor and the president. No, he said I need to talk to the mayor and the president and the motherfucking congressman. Can I talk to the FBI and the CIA? Because y'all need to get this shit together. It's sad. Like, there's been corruption since the beginning of boxing. It's just not going to stop. And don't nobody care. I don't get it. Like, literally, these dudes
bro, how I know
don't even got to show you they books.
Bro, how?
Like,
hold on.
Nah.
How I don't know Bo Jackson, and I'm from Chicago, bro.
Bo knows. that Danny knows.
Do you know that Bo Jackson played for the Chicago White Sox? It's my team, bro.
His team.
Oh, man.
Word. Just sad, bro. But let's get to these callers, man.
Did you say Barry Bonds? Because people...
Yeah, I probably said Barry Bonds. I meant, what was the dude that played baseball and football? Bo Jackson, right?
Yeah, Bo Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Deion
And
played.
Jordan played basketball and baseball.
Jordan, not simultaneously, though.
Oh, why?
He retired from basketball to go play baseball. And then retired from baseball to come back.
Adrian in Brooklyn. What up?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Hey, Mike, now that I see you there, right? That's Mike, right?
Hey, I wasn't born.
Oh, no, that's Marlon. What up, Marlon?
I wasn't
Subscribe
born.
to YouTube.
Yeah, I wasn't born when the Jordan 1 came out, so I'm not supposed to know what the Jordan 1 is. So if I wasn't born when something or somebody was around, I can't know who
Oscar
they are,
Leyva.
what they are.
Oscar Leyva, you're right. Where there's money, there's corruption. So let's just think of politics. You know, there's always corruption in politics, but what do we get? Motherfuckers get arrested. Motherfuckers get indicted. Like, this the only sport where nothing happens. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, politics is corrupt,
bro,
but they get arrested. Motherfuckers go to jail. They be checking their emails and their cell phones, finding all type of weird shit. You know what I mean? And then they go down for that. It's not like they just able to do whatever the fuck they want. Like, when the last time you seen anybody leak an email from Bob Arum? Never. When the last time you seen anybody even talk about tax evasion? Company been around for how many motherfucking years? The UFC tried to buy it and said, let me see the books. They said, no, that's a red flag right there. How the fuck you want me to buy your company at your face value? No, let me see what you making year after year. That's a red flag. Like, what I'm saying is these dudes get to operate in this gray area. Nobody don't give a fuck. Nobody don't give a fuck.
I just think that you believe it's only like this because you don't watch other sports.
You right. I ain't got
Because-
time.
because-
Imagine
let
every
me tell
sport
you,
being
look,
like this.
nah, look, let me
I'll be
s-
heartbroken.
Bro, so yeah, cool. There might be some policing in other sports, but bro, reality is corruption is so much bigger in other sports because other sports is so much bigger. So like right now, if corruption didn't exist, the NBA wouldn't exist. You know, and that's in my lifetime, an incident that took place in my.
What's that even mean?
That means that there was a cover up. You get what I'm saying? That there was a big case when the crime families went down. They discovered that refs were being paid off to throw games and to move games and shit like that. So not. If I remember correctly, pretty much the shit was settled outside of court and it was never took to trial. The shit would have been took to trial and all the truth came out, the NBA wouldn't be in existence. And that's been said from like everybody, that has knowledge to the case. They're like, the NBA wouldn't exist if this would have gone to trial.
How long ago was that?
Bro, that was in my lifetime. I was probably in middle school when that shit happened. So mid-2000s, you get what I'm saying? The
But
NFL,
they're still policing, man. They're still policing. Like, I don't even know what the point of this story is, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, like, are you trying to say, like, yo, everything else is just as bad? Which is still ain't the same because they have some sort of policing. We don't have nothing. Ours is literally the Wild Wild West. Everybody walking around with a 6-shooter. Everybody. And I could get into boxing and have a 6-shooter.
So you don't think there's no policing at all?
Who comes up to you and says, Danny, what qualifications do you have to be a manager? What tests did you take? What curriculum? What school? What experience? You just took this fighter's career because your father left you a couple of $1,000 and you ruining it, and you put him in a 5-year contract with all these motherfucking stipulations? What are we talking about? Like, bro, there's hella fucked up shit going on. I mean, Chris Algieri is literally the example. He still can't get out his star boxing contract. Just Google. He been wanting out. Ask him. Ask him, do he want to get out? Like, this the only sport where the motherfucker can't even get out his own contract. He forced to be a commentator. Like, what are we talking about? There's no bigger corruption than in this motherfucking sport. None. Come on, bro. You got fighters that got to beg for fights. They begging. At least these dudes is on the bench and them other teams collecting a check. Niggas out here begging. Man, I'll take it. Let them call me. Because that shit crazy, bro. You got to feed your family. The way they do this sport, terrible. Corruption at an all-time high in your face. Because how the fuck we as a community gonna let Savannah go roll around on a goddamn floor? You just undisputed. You just got the highest fucking accolade in boxing.
I mean, they didn't announce a fight, so we don't know if that's gonna be
I'm
before.
telling you what I know. Didn't we know Brian Mendoza was gonna fucking fight Tszyu? She getting 6 months, man. What you think I'm telling you this shit to tell you this shit? You want to see it?
That's great, bro. I'm just saying your girl didn't fight for 6 months. So it's like, how much of a
Bro,
wait?
how is it the same to not fight for 6 months because you ain't got a broadcaster, nor do you have a position? Now you got a broadcaster and a position. You got a backer and a position. It's your turn.
So if she wasn't doing MMA, how soon do you think that fight would have happened this year?
At least January, why not? It's women's boxing.
I'm just asking you,
and
when
I'm
do you
answering.
think, you know?
At least January, the latest. It's women's boxing. What are we waiting for? You tell me. You tell the audience.
I mean, shit. Maybe you thought it needed more time for it to be promoted. Maybe more, I don't fucking know. September,
Since when do we promote
October,
mandatories?
November, December.
Hold on. Yeah,
That's an undisputed
we
fight.
built up.
January is cool though. That's 5 months.
Did we promote the biggest undisputed fight that was a mandatory? John Ryder? No. Did we promote the next biggest fight? Shakur and Devin? No. Did we promote any mandatory? Is Kavalaskis promoted? Was David Avanesian promoted? Like, what the fuck is we talking about? Them dudes had to take the fight because they was the mandatory. They didn't get built up before the fight.
All you saying is that now, from when you thought the fight would happen, and now she only has to wait 30 days past that mark for the fight to be able to happen.
Allegedly. You not silly. You know how it is. Look, everybody thought Earl and Crawford was going to have to fight indefinitely before the end of the year. Now what they saying, January, February is all over the goddamn streets. January, February. So you tell me about, oh yeah, it's only going to be 30 more days. What are you talking about? You don't even know what it's going to be. That they could end up having a big fight in the MMA and all of a sudden, again, what did Crawford say? Shift gears. Shifting gears.
But let us know. I'm going to put a poll out, see who you guys have in this fight. Early prediction.
If you want to call, you know the number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. General Camino. General Camino. Danny said, yo, look, chill, champ, chill. Here. It's everywhere, bro. I'm trying to tell you something, man. I don't got a lot of, this shit ain't even that serious, but this is what I'm saying. I don't be lying.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
Exactly what you texting me. What else are we talking about? This guy be acting stupid on purpose. Don't believe him. He not dumb. General Camino. What up? You're going to have to jump out, jump back in. And you see how I answered that person. So they was trying to tell me what you telling me, which you also saying, oh, that's not out there.
Can you make sure this is what you meant to show me? This is talking about the
bro, I'm letting you scroll up. I'm letting you scroll up.
That was an appreciation night.
Bro,
message.
You had to scroll up. Look,
yeah,
right
I don't scroll through. Anyway, phone lines is open, 425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion.
Look, I was letting you scroll up so you can see the entire conversation, but that's the specific part that you are insinuating. But D, if you're on the landline, don't forget to press 1. That's going to indicate you want to talk. Same thing goes for Twitter and Discord.
Yo, nice Danny, we good?
Yeah.
Word, word. It's good to check in with y'all. It's good to check in with the community. Yeah, man, y'all right, bruh. Especially you, Ness. This boxing shit is dirty, bruh. It's a lot of bad business going on. A lot of fighters that's not getting the opportunities. That's trapped in contracts. I said it on here before, bruh. That's a big reason why kids that's growing up don't really want to fuck with boxing like that. Like, you could go on the internet right now and find out exactly how much LeBron made in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, contracts, all of that. You go look up and try to figure out what Tank make, I mean, you can't even figure that shit out, bruh. You might get somebody that say 20, you might get somebody that say 30. Like, there's just too much confusion in the sport. And on top of that, you got the promoters that don't even promote. How the hell you call the promoter, but most of your job you don't even do? Half these fighters don't get promoted. I mean, it's crazy to see, bro. I mean,
How you a promoter
even
without a broadcaster? So then all you do is take your fighters to another promoter, and now you a co-promoter. It's like that's why we need a police right there. It's like, bro, so you found
yeah,
this fighter, you called yourself a promoter, but then you took him to the real promoter in Top Rank, and now you just getting the percentage to play the fucking background. No, no, shame on you. You're fired. And that's how it should be. No one is watching what these dudes is doing. Like some of these boxers got 2 managers and an advisor because one dude found them, took him to the next dude because he could only go but so far with his connection. So now he introduced him to Danny. Now Danny like, damn, he do got talent. I need a percentage, but I got to introduce him to my contact at Top Rank. Now they want a percentage. Like, damn, kid get paid already 33%, getting ripped out his check. No policing whatsoever.
yeah, it's ugly to see. It's a lot of dirty business in other sports too, but not to the level of boxing, bro. Boxing, I ain't never seen shit so dirty. I mean, you would think the mob is in the back of every venue just running shit the way some of these events go. It's crazy to see. But the Tszyu Mendoza fight, hey, I'm glad the division is moving. I mean, one thing I'll say is that I like the undisputed champions, but a lot of the times what happens when you get these undisputed champions throughout multiple weight classes is you get weight classes stalled. Hella interim champions, hella people waiting on opportunities. And as much as I like the big fights and the big fighters, it's the smaller fighters and the fighters that take these challenges and the mandatories that keep the sport moving. So, we can't forget about them. I don't really have the issue with a lot of these undisputed champions starting to get stripped. I mean, I'd like to see Canelo get stripped of a title or two, but I guess he makes too much money for them to really give a fuck. But yeah, bro, I'm happy with it, bro. We got to keep these divisions moving, bro. It's a lot of dudes out there that got families to feed, and they need their opportunities too. So I'm happy about it. It should be a good matchup. I think Mendoza and Tszyu are kind of in the same realm of level of competition, so we should get a good fight out of that. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
I
call,
mean,
man.
I think that Tszyu is clearly a favorite, but thank you for calling in. I don't know that they would be the same level. Obviously Mendoza has gotten that big win, but Tszyu's been consistent at what he's been doing where Mendoza hasn't really. So I feel like going into that fight, Tszyu has to be the favorite. Can you check, Danny, by how much?
I will check.
Mendoza's 22-2, 16 KOs, and that's a 72%, which obviously does state that he's a puncher. We can't deny that. 77%.
Is 410.
God damn.
And Brian Mendoza is a plus 290.
Sebastian Findora being his biggest win. Jason Rosario, another big win, but I would say big win because of the way he knocked him out, but I don't know about quality, as Jason Rosario had that dark cloud of not necessarily being durable. He took Lamana 10 and lost to Larry Gomez that no one knows. And that was at welterweight. And Gomez hasn't fought in a while. So
And that was his last fight at welterweight.
So Mendoza moving up in weight. Fought Rosario at 60, so he's all over the place. But he's had 4 fights at 54, one of those and one at 60. So definitely Tszyu is even the more, the naturally bigger fighter. Because Tszyu sucking down. Tszyu, on the other hand, his last few fights have been his best fights. As you can see, it's really his last few fights. Ocampo, Harrison, Gachet, Inoue. Even Steve Sparks made a name for himself beating Montana Love. Dennis Hogan had a good showing where people thought he beat Jaime Munguia. And Jeff Horn, obviously, a domestic fight for Tszyu, but a former world champion at a much lower weight. Not much lower, one weight below. What?
Bro.
What, bro?
What the fuck you think Ugas and Barrios odds are?
I said Ugas would be the favorite.
By how much, though?
Well, based off your reaction, I'm going to go 4-1.
9-1.
What?
He's a minus 900. Barrios is a
but
plus.
But that's what site is
FanDuel.
that? God damn.
And
Barrios hurt or some shit that we don't know about?
530.
I gotta lock that in. That's insane.
That is insane. And then I'm William Hill for all the Jermell Charlo supporters. William Hill has the biggest underdog at a plus 320 for anybody looking to lock in Jermell Charlo against Canelo Alvarez. So just
what's the date on that fight? They ain't even got no October fights here.
What do you mean? Tszyu?
No, the other one.
September 30th.
Yeah. For Ugas?
Ugas Barrios. It's on the Canelo Charlo card.
Oh, yeah, nah, it's not here yet. Not the full undercard. They just got Canelo Charlo, I think. They don't even got Canelo Charlo, right?
Bro. Zhang Joyce rematch. You got your boy again?
You know it.
You know they pretty much got it even money on
Good.
the book.
Good. That's this week, right?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Next month. I'm sorry. Next month. That's next month. You tripiando. Usyk, Dubois is this week.
923. Joyce is even money. Zhang is a favorite. They hating.
Yeah, but narrowly though is what I'm saying.
They hating.
No, but that's good though. That's good. Because he just won, he should be a bigger favorite, and he's not, which means easier to make money.
What round did it get stopped the last time? It went to 12?
Nah. Let me see.
Zhang stopped him. He stopped him. I can't do the over-under on that fight.
The 6th round?
I knew it. See? 6 was minus 325 for this fight. They hating. They ain't even got... Oof. That's actually good. Will this fight go the distance? Minus 165? That's good money.
No?
Yeah, no. No,
Is
doesn't.
minus one...
That's good. That's a great bet. But you know how boxing is. That's why it's so hard to bet on boxing. You know how boxing is, right? Like Joyce got beat up. He could decide to try to box now, and it does go the distance.
Just like...
Because Zhang is so heavy on his feet, bro.
I mean, not just like, but the AJ Ruiz rematch, that went the distance.
Exactly.
You know?
Fucking horrible.
Now, granted, one guy gained like 83 pounds in between fights, but...
You know what else going to...
Betting show is...
Oh, shit, I'm on
Mañana.
No, today, because the fights is tomorrow. I'm only
if the
doing...
fight's tomorrow,
I'm only
then the
doing
betting
one
show,
bet.
And the betting show tomorrow...
I'm only doing one bet.
This weekend?
For tomorrow. For today. For tomorrow. Today's bet for tomorrow's fight?
Oh no, I'm betting tomorrow for tomorrow.
That's because you don't know what's happening. You didn't even know Truck is fighting,
Of course I did.
and you ain't betting.
Of course.
All right. So how you betting tomorrow?
Because the betting show's in the morning, the fight's at night. See how that works?
They could close it.
8 hours ahead of time, 9 hours ahead of time.
I've seen it, bro.
I mean,
I've seen it. I've seen
if
it.
that happens, then it just wasn't meant to
Now
be.
I got mad accounts with money because of that fucking Amazing Sam fight.
I wonder what fight still televised on the Usyk card.
I got what is my man name? This is Al in the Bay. Oh shit. Give me a minute, Al. Give me a minute.
It died?
I think.
Damn. I thought you could do it from your computer though.
What you mean? This is the mouse.
Yeah, I could.
Oh yeah, you're right. I can.
I'm like, I thought you did it from your laptop, bro. So they're 7 hours ahead.
Of
Poland is.
Al in the Bay. What up?
Yo, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, that Tim Tszyu fight gonna be good. Is the deal done? Do you know if the deal is done, or that's a prediction that it might be for the Tszyu fight?
What about the Tszyu fight?
Is the contract signed, or is that?
Yeah, bro, shit.
Bro, they had a press
conference
conference
and everything.
They had a press conference yesterday. That shit is a done dilly.
Oh, they had a press conference yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a good fight. Normally Tim Tszyu is my boy, and I'll be rocking with Tim Tszyu. But Mendoza definitely showed me something when he fought Fundora, how he bit down and, went fire after fire, and, knocked the big Inferno down. So it's gonna be a hard call, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Some people gonna say, "Oh, Tim Tszyu's gonna whitewash him," but if you watch that last Mendoza fight, I think Mendoza is hungry. So yeah. And my other thing is, man, don't sleep on Barrios, man. I keep telling people, don't sleep on Barrios.
We ain't sleeping on Barrios.
I'm just telling people, don't sleep on Barrios.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's a live dog, man. He ain't a dead dog. I'm telling you, man. He throw punches and bunches. He definitely can win that fight, But if he's one of those, if he's hesitant and trying to be a spectator in his own fight, he's gonna lose. But I think he's gonna come out determined to win, and I think he's gonna throw punches and bunches, and I think he's gonna pull it out. So, I would definitely take that under if I was a betting man. Yeah. So that's my call, man.
All right, Al in the Bay. Man, if this shit make me register again, I'm gonna be tight. I got NFL.
Yo, what's up? Y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Real quick, I thought Mendoza was supposed to be rematching Sebastian Fundora though. After that knockout.
Yeah, I mean he got a bigger opportunity.
True, makes sense. For that fight, I got Tim Tszyu on that one. I ain't gonna lie. I was impressed with that Sebastian Fundora fight from Mendoza because I didn't even know who he was for real. But go ahead, and let's give us that betting show today, man. If you like Chuck so much, come on, man. Numbers going to appreciate it. We're gonna tune in.
I'm definitely thinking about it. I gotta explain to Danny what I'm thinking, see if he with it. I mean, he right though. If the fight is late, we should still be able to get it off tomorrow. I just don't like that because we on the West. So tomorrow 10:45 is really 1:45. which means that the OTX cards are like 6 hours out, and the line could close for us. He doesn't believe me, but it's
No,
true.
no, no, no. I mean, bro, you use your site more. I'm used to you could bet right up to the
Yeah,
to the start. So that's why I'm like, you would know better than me.
yeah. I think it's best to get it done before they close it on you, man. They be bullshitting.
Me personally, I'm biased, man. I be getting off work kind of late, so I be like trying to get the betting show early.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever, that's all it is for me. That's why I'm saying y'all should get it done, cause I'm off today. You feel me?
Word.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that truck fight though, cause you're from the city and whatnot. But I think he should get it done. I'm thinking truck by decision, if you ask me.
That's a good pick. That's a good
But
pick.
that's all for real. That's all for real. I'm keeping my call short today. Shout out to y'all.
Appreciate you. Um, yeah, man. There's a lot of fights, man. I'm really officially liking this craziness that they doing with the zone, letting so many different promoters on the network. It's a little overwhelming because sometimes you end up with like 3 cards in one day,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all right. Like, look, I got to go back and finish watching the Pro Box. Did you watch it? That Venezuelan kid was something serious. Yo, you know what's funny? That Venezuelan kid got beat by somebody. That's it, right? Like, if you look at his record, he has a horrible record. Like a horrible record in the sense it's like dudes with losses or never won. And then he got that fight where he stepped up and lost. Now he's got this fight, and it's not like I know this Argentine, but I got to see him fight. You see, I didn't see his loss, but I got to see him fight now, and he is good, like very good. I don't know if, you know, it was the opposition or maybe the loss made him better. He is very, very good. I'm gonna find his name.
Well, I'll
You
tell
pulled
you.
it up?
No,
No.
I'll tell you this. I didn't watch that, but while you pull that up, I want to give a big shout out to Clay Collard, bro.
Okay, the MMA dude.
From the bubble, now. So he been fighting PFL. Got an upset last night. He going to the finals, and that's $1 million payday.
Mm.
So shout out to Clay for making shit shake.
That's his name, right? Ricardo Ruben Villalba. Johan Gonzalez is his name. Let me see who beat him so you can know. Cause they was slick. This is what TV does. So they like, yo, he's 30-30. And he knocks everybody out within 5. And it's true. But they ain't talking about the fact that he's 32-30. So he's got 2 other fights. You know what I'm saying? And one of them fuckers is a loss too. But it doesn't take away from the fact that his power is real.
So wait. He got 30 wins, 30 losses, or 32 wins,
32 wins, 32 by knockout, 2 losses. So what they were saying is that he's 30 for 30, getting the knockout within the first 5 rounds. And he did it again. The only time he couldn't do it was obviously when he lost to Magdomed Karabanov, who I highly rank. He beat Liam. And this is now another solid win because had I not seen this dude fight yesterday, I would have thought Karabanov beat some Venezuelan. Just some Venezuelan because this Venezuelan's resume, it isn't sexy. You know, it's a bunch of hometown fights, a bunch of lopsided records. You had to see his talent. And in the ring, he is fucking good. This box rec picture is hideous. It does him no justice. He doesn't really look like this. I don't know why these managers don't fucking get on top of that. He doesn't look this bad. He's not a bad looking guy. He got a good win yesterday. He looked good doing it, very composed, solid power, bro. Shout out to Pro Box. I swear, I was watching that shit like, man, Showtime need to just pick it up. Showbox on Pro Box. Feel me? They don't have the time to develop the series. That's why it's gone and forgotten. We barely get a showbox as it is. And you know, Showtime can't pick it up because they don't got the budget. That's why that shit gone. They're using all their money for something else. Right now, if you had to pick who gives you the best, that's your poll, Danny. Who gives
We
us
already
the
have a poll.
who gives us the best non-pay-per-view schedule? ESPN, Matchroom, or Showtime? And the answer's fucking ESPN, man. These fucking bums only want your money. That's all. They only got pay-per-view fights for you. At least ESPN putting on fights, you know? These guys at PBC, they don't want to give us nothing unless we paying. It's so whack. For real.
They're saying Korobov never beat Liam Smith, was robbed in Russia.
Yeah, I watched that fight. I thought Laura was robbed in the Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? You see one thing, I see another. But Karabanov is good. He also beat someone else. Let me
Phone lines are open though. 425-569-5241.
let me go to him because I've been following Karabanov already. We interviewed him on here all the way in Russia. He's only stagnated because he's Russian. They hating on the Russians. Look, he also beat Michael Soro. Fuck out of here. He also beat Patrick Teixeira, Liam Smith. My man beat Diego Chavez. Salute to you. Diablo. Let me see if he called Diego off a comeback. Fucking Diego. I used to love Diego. Damn, Diego. He just keep losing, pobrecito. Mira, even Maestre knocked him out. Yo, Gabriel Maestre knocked out Diego Chavez when he was 1-0. Pobrecito. That's crazy. You don't know who Diego Chavez is? The dude that fought Thurman and Bradley and Rios.
Who knocked him out though?
Gabriel Maestre, bro.
Oh wow.
The one who just got the ill body knockout on Marshall. That's crazy.
Yeah, you trying to go
On the PJ?
Nah.
Jay Billy.
You trying to go out for a happy hour tonight?
I don't care. I guess.
Yo, got me?
Yo.
2 seconds. I can go to the back.
Hello.
Jay Billy.
Hold up. I'm here. Hold up.
He said, wait a fucking
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness. Shout out Danny. Putting in that motherfucking work. Hey, man. I love this show. Because y'all let the callers call in and y'all don't control the narrative. So I'm about to get to y'all real quick. My bad. I got to come around the back. Y'all going to hear a little bit of blowing. And then don't scream it. All right. So, Ness, man. How we going to say that about Jason Rosario?
Say what?
You said kind of iffy, huh?
Say what, bro?
Yo, y'all got me?
Yeah, I hear you, but you said how
You
much?
said
say
that
what?
Rosario win was kind of iffy.
I said
you said that Rosario win was kind of iffy.
It is. You know how we considered what we thought of Rosario.
Am I breaking up?
No, you fine. But I'm saying, you know what we thought of Rosario. We knew that he had Snicker bars and shit under his mattress. We knew that he wasn't a durable guy, and we knew that he possibly.
We knew that he knocked Jamonte Clark out the ring. We knew that he beat my Philly brethren, J-Rock, to be unified.
We also know
You
that
what
he
I'm
got
saying?
his ass beat the fuck up
By
at
Gallimore.
Samstown by my Chicago brethren,
Gallimore.
Nate Gallimore. So, and
Hey,
that shit was
you know
like
what I'm saying?
2016, champ. Maybe 2017.
Was that really 20? Yeah, that
It
was
was
probably later.
it was before I was on the Boxing Voice. That's for sure.
Hey, bro, but we still got to give credit to bro. We got to give credit to bro at the end of the day because he was fighting at 154 when 154 was way stronger than it is right now.
Listen, he do get credit. He's the first ever unified Dominican.
Yes, sir. Say that. Yes, sir.
But
Man, you
after he
give credit to
won,
your people, Ness.
but champ, who is this? Jay Billy. Jay Billy. After he beat Williams, he never looked the same. What are you talking about? Why are you acting like we making shit up?
You know what? You right. That fame did get to him, but I most definitely saw that I didn't know he was gonna get unified, but I most definitely saw he was gonna be a champ. And anybody that saw him coming up, I'm pretty sure saw the same thing. So we just got to give him his credit. He did that check did change him. That check changed him.
I'm just
And I
saying
don't know what
Mendoza.
happened, bro.
Me saying that win ain't the same as Charlo's win. Ain't nothing wrong with that because Mendoza caught him after Charlo knocked him out. He had been knocked out how many times since before Mendoza? Like, I'm not
Yes,
making
sir.
nothing up.
But there's plenty of fighters that's been knocked out, and we still giving them a chance. Like if Boo Boo,
Yeah,
if
but
Boo
what
Boo
chance
takes
we
out
gonna
Plant,
give
if
him?
Boo Boo
He
takes out Plant,
retired,
let's say
homie. He not getting it. Where's Jason Rosario? He retired. You can't give him a chance. It's
no,
over.
fam. I understand. All I'm saying is we just got to give him his credit. We got to give him the credit, and we got to give Mendoza the credit for the win. Even though he's been knocked out, Plant's been knocked out a couple times,
You may
but we
feel
still
like
got
it's
to
your
give Boo
turn,
Boo the
Yo,
credit if he beats
but
him.
it's
but
not
guess
your
what
time.
though? Guess what? You know what Plant hasn't done that Jason did do? And then, because that's your time, we're gonna let you go. But you want to know the
Talk to me.
difference?
Talk to Talk to me. Talk
Plant
to me.
is still fighting top opposition. My man's had to
You
go to
right.
DR to get 3 wins after getting his ass knocked out back to back. Come back just to get knocked out again. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's not the
Yeah.
same.
Y'all right. Yeah, it's not okay. I can feel that, but yeah, y'all got. I might counter punch back in, but yeah, y'all got it on that one.
All right, Jay Billy, appreciate you.
Treese, Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, can't compare them two.
Yo.
What
What
it
up?
do? What the fuck it is? What the fuck going on?
You know what the fuck going on, man. Today, man, we got the press conference, man. The real big baby, man, Jared Anderson, man. We getting there. We almost there, man. Saturday, man. Tune the fuck in. ESPN, man. I know what the fuck going on. But hey, I got a couple. Hey. First question. Speaking of Toledo shit. Hey, I thought we were supposed to have an Albert Bell interview or some shit like this here. What's going on with that shit?
It's coming.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. And then questions on this shit. I'm looking where this Tszyu and Mendoza shit gonna take place?
Australia, they haven't announced a venue yet.
So this gonna be unified then, since Buddy got the WBC interim shit. With this kind of like how that work? Is it like
Can't unify interims, man.
But I mean, technically, one guy will no longer be interim because Zoo will be elevated 2 weeks prior. So it will be a WBO super welterweight title fight.
Bro, that's insane.
Yeah, that is insane. I like how I ain't gonna lie, I like it. They moved that shit along pretty quick though. I kind of like that. I do kind of like that shit. They trying to determine champs and shit at the 154. I like that. You feel me? I don't know what if Bud, especially if Bud, he thinking about moving up for the winner of Charlo and Canelo anyway, so he gonna let them settle that shit. I like that. So if Charlo win the fight, he fuck around and give up all the belts then, huh?
At 54, yeah.
Yeah, because he ain't gonna come down and I can't see him coming down and defend the shit, especially if he win. You feel me? Yeah. So damn, okay. Well, I like this then. This means we getting a head start on getting shit settled at 154. I don't want it clogged up like 160. I like it. I do like that. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm kind of picking. If it wasn't in Australia, I would pick Mendoza to win the fight for real. I like his spirit. I like the little role he's been on. I've been watching his last couple of fights.
Funny.
Well, I'm just saying I like Mendoza. Mendoza might pull it off. I fuck with Mendoza. He's decent. It ain't like Tszyu spectacular or no shit like that. So what the fuck? I'm just saying. But yeah. Shout out TBV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Be cool, man.
All right, champ.
Bro, I don't know what's going on here, man. They on some bullshit.
Who on some bullshit?
William Hill. I mean, not that I'm mad. You feel me? Not that I'm mad. They updated their app. I ain't used it since the last time I told y'all I used it, where I had to physically drive to the casino to get the app to work.
But that's usually when you set it up, right?
Yeah. So I ain't used it since then.
Since setting it up.
So
okay.
guess what? I open my shit up, and what do I see? Just a fat $300 just for me. That means the last time I used this shit, I obviously won. That's crazy. I had to even do password resets and everything, bro. I'm nasty. It's money in all my accounts, man. I told you fuckers to pick Sam last week, too. Probably gonna hate on me how I don't give you winners when I gave you. I even gave the community, because I said, look, this free advice. Money pal not winning. Told y'all fuckers. Told y'all fuckers. Borough City E.
Yup.
What up?
Man, look here. You know I'm riding with Brian Mendoza, right? You know I'm riding with Mendoza to sleep this nigga Tszyu. I'm telling you. I
To
got
sleep
to
who?
ride with him. I
Hold
don't know
on.
if you remember
To sleep
when
who?
I called in
Tszyu,
and
man.
when I called in and told you Mendoza was gonna beat Pandora.
I don't remember you saying that, but I believe you.
Yeah, man, yeah, I love Fundora, man. I remember I was calling Fundora one of the best boxers. Well, I mean, at 154, he a real good boxer, man. But yeah, I think Fundora about to beat Tszyu pretty easy, man. Tszyu just come forward, apply pressure, high guard, but he ain't that athletic with it, and his hands ain't that fast. You know what I mean? I could see Brian catching him in between shots on a half step back, or either just catching him coming straight in, the same way Gachet causes Yoki ass. If Gachet got the power to put you on the canvas, I know Brian can put him down. Yeah, I mean, not like Brian just some heavy-handed killer, but the motherfucker got a nice little snap on his punches, man. He ain't to be fooled with. You can't just let him catch you flush.
Damn.
But that's my call, man. I'm
Yo,
rolling
who
with
you
Brian.
got?
What's up?
Have you seen Kuzabuski fight?
No, I gotta check out Kozlowski, but I'm riding with Anderson though. You know, regardless, I got to ride with the real big baby.
All right. But yeah, he's
And
not fighting
Kozlowski
Kuzabuski.
fight Efe, right?
Yes.
What you think? How you think Efe gonna look? I think Kozlowski supposed to be a little crafty, right? I heard
I
y'all
never
talking
seen him
about
fight. I never seen him fight. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm shocked. FA's not the favorite, even after the win over Stephen Shaw Big Shaw, who was a boxer. That's crazy. Didn't FA beat Shaw?
What?
Wasn't that who Shaw just lost to?
Was it?
I gotta check then.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
Yeah, check on that.
Steph.
Yeah, I forgot. Fa did fight somebody pretty nice. He
it
looked
was
a
Big
little
Shot
better
Shaw.
Yeah,
last
that's
time, but
crazy,
Fa
yo.
still stiff as a goddamn
He just beat
cardboard.
a boxer and they still don't think he gonna win. So I don't know. Maybe Kuzabuski's the real deal. Borough City E, thank you for calling in. Anyone else on that landline, now is your time to hit one. That's going to let me know that you're ready to rock and roll. You're ready to jump on the show and voice your opinion on the Voice of the People hotline. If you're on Twitter Spaces, same thing. Go ahead and request. If not, retweet. This way we could get some more listeners that potentially turn into live callers. Let me see here. So I want to know what you guys think of the Kuzabuski FA fight. FA's an underdog. I don't like FA that much in terms of like ability. He is pretty, people talk about Dubois. I feel like FA is mechanical than a motherfucker too. So it ain't like he's got all this extra swag. I never seen Kuzabuski. His resume don't say much, but again, this the year of not believing the resume thanks to fucking Crawford. I got a couple of super chats. Modern King Boxing, $2. Good morning, TBV. face with tears of joy 2 times, 4 fire emojis, the world emoji, boxing glove emoji, and number 1 emoji. Appreciate you, champ. Guy Yofino, $2. Morning TBV, sending some love. You dig? Definitely appreciate the love. RRT boxing with Mr. A. Off to work, but love this fight. Hashtag Hardin. Face in clouds of Hardin smoke 6 times. Salute, RRT. We got Demo, member for 5 months on that champ level. He says, Zoo by KO in 8. Shout out TBV 4E. What the hell is? Oh, I don't know what 4E. Oh, forever? Maybe forever? We got Demo right back at us with $5. Just finished the last of my peanut butter breath from Hardin. Shout out Kiki. Laugh out loud. Salute, Demo. That's what up. That is what up. Ryan Frazier, member for 1 month on that champ level from Canada, Toronto. He says the feds would make bank off these sanctioning bodies. Shout out my bro Joshua Favor. 8 wins, 6 KOs, looking for a win. Number 9, October 21st at the Pickering Casino. Pickering Casino. That must be in Toronto. Let's see here. We got a couple callers. Alex, Florida. What's up?
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, man, I'm very happy this fight's being made. You know, the division is a bit tied up with Jermell Charlo moving up, 168, fight undisputed Canelo. What also makes it great is this is two guys that are in position, right? To get a Jermell or fight for just a vacant title, or as you see now, we got the guy that's going to be the WBO full champ against the interim champ.
Well, he
We
will
have
be
seen actually
technically he's
unification
gonna be
before though. When
defending.
Triple G, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Technically, he's gonna be defending. The fight happens October 15th, Sunday, and 14th for us. And
Right.
Jamel fights 9:30, September 30th. So he will be stripped, and Zoo will be full WBO champion by the time he steps in the ring with Mendoza. Mendoza will be the interim
Right.
challenging for the WBO. It's not a unification. People keep saying that.
Well, yeah, it hasn't been announced like that as of yet. Don't be surprised because it has happened. When Triple G fought what is his name, Marco Antonio Rubio, that they let him unify with him when Rubio was the interim WBC champ, and what's his name, Triple G was the super WBA champion. But right, that hasn't been announced. But and also when what's his name, Mauricio Suleiman was on Broadway Joel's show, he did mention that Carlos Adames could be able to do that if the
Yeah,
opportunity
and
came.
he did say that. He said Adamas can unify. Look it up. Do your research. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember
But
he
yeah,
was
that
mad
that
at
is the
Joel.
specific example of it happening. I don't think it's ever happened before, but yeah, man. When, early prediction. I got to ride with Zoo. I think Mendoza. He does have a lot of tools. I do like the way he boxes, but Zoo just seems to really have that that counter right hand, that hard right hand he lands, and he just hurts guys with it, and he can do it over and over again. You really saw that in the Tony Harrison fight. I think Mendoza is probably a little sturdier than Tony, but yeah, I mean, can Mendoza last? I think, yeah, right now I have to say, decision for Zoo, and it's probably going to be a very good fight. Um, yeah, I missed last night's show. When it comes to that dude, Zan Kawabuski, yo, watched a couple of his fights, and it's like, yo, can he punch? I'm not sure, and he looks kind of slow. So yeah, I was really surprised that he is a small favorite with Ajagba because we know Ajagba can punch. He's really basic, but he that right hand is serious. And with Zhang Zhan, however you say it, I just watching him, I just cannot tell. I can't tell you exactly what he does well. He fights at a very slow pace, at a very slow cadence, and he kind of just kind of. I remember doing like a right hook to the body and coming up top, but yeah, nothing special, man. But all right, that's my time, so appreciate it.
So who you got?
Man, Canna's been asking me like, what do I think? Because I told him I seen him. I gotta watch Kawabuski a little bit more, check his defense out. So no pick yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Ajagba shocked me. We all know I was rotting with Big Shot Shaw. That was a shocker for me, honestly. I seen Shaw take shots from Wilder and, box circles around a lot of the sparring partners that he shared the ring with there at Wilder's camp. So I didn't think power was going to be an issue. And unfortunately, he let that shit be an issue in that last fight. He gave Ajagba way too much respect. I got Mike Hicks. Yo, Ness, did you get the pack I sent? Yeah, I shouted you out, Mike. Appreciate you. The coffee definitely came through. You sent me a little bit of everything. Bro, you made me buy a Keurig. I talked about it. I don't have a Keurig in this house. And you sent all coffee that's for Keurig. So, my wife bought a Keurig. It actually came yesterday or comes today. But I certainly shouted you out. Appreciate you like a mojo. You already know, though. This cup right here is full of cafezino. I drink coffee all day. Let me tell you a funny, nasty story, right? Because to some of y'all, it's gonna be nasty, not to me. So I'm having a pergola built in the backyard, and I go out there. My boy actually came up from Jersey to do it. We ain't seen each other in years, but we always stood in touch. Obviously, he's in that field, so he made it a trip. Brought his son, and he came out, and they building the pergola and shit. I go out there because this is about coffee. This story. I go out there and I sit my little canteen down while I'm talking to him after the morning show. This one, I sit it there, light up, talking to him and shit. Me and you, we left. I leave that there. Come back after I'm done with the second show. This was on my diving board. And I'm like, oh shit, my coffee. Now, Vegas like 110 degrees. Plus, this is the thermal. I grabbed it and started drinking that coffee. That's right. So, shout out to my man Mike Hicks. Salute on the coffee. I say that to say I appreciate the coffee because that's how much I drink coffee. We got Ronnie Rios in the building. What up?
It's like 15 seconds of my life I won't get back.
Word.
What's going on, guys? Man, how you doing today?
That's the same coffee from yesterday.
It's not. It's not.
What up, Roddy? What up, Chef? How you feeling?
What's going on with you guys, man? F it, bro. F it. He's very mechanical in my eyes, bro, but he does have that fucking power, bro. I remember when they were building him up, he was just known as a straight fucking power puncher, knocking everybody out. But when I see somebody like that, I always got to see him tested against a good boxer. And I lost money on that Shaw too, bro. Shaw was on your guys' show talking big shit, man. Like he was the fucking man, whooping Jared fucking in sparring, and nobody wants to spar him, and he fucks all his sparring partners up. And then
he lost back to back.
He lost
my man
back
lost
to, back,
to
right?
Goodall and the fucking Lord.
Yeah, man, that's what I was. But yeah, I don't know the dude that F is fighting. I don't know. I've never even heard of him, to tell you the truth, bro. In regards to Mendoza, I think I'm gonna. It does, like the caller said a little while ago, bro. It sucks because he's fighting in fucking Australia. Because I'm gonna be rooting. I'm not gonna put no money in that fight. I'm gonna be rooting.
I mean,
for
let's be
Mendoza.
real though. Let's be real though. Tim hasn't needed any of those type of shout out Alexander, because his company is called Bueno, and this is no bueno. Yeah, you ain't send me a short sleeve orange, bro. I got the orange in the closet. That shit long sleeve. I gotta wait till like 32-degree winter in Vegas. Danny loves them long sleeves.
I fuck with him.
I need short, man. But fuck that. Danny interrupted me. What was I telling you, Ronnie? Fuck.
About Tszyu hasn't needed no.
Bro, he don't need it. Let's be real. He doesn't need no
done.
He don't need referees or judges. My man's been doing his thing. He hasn't had a controversial fight that I remember.
Nah.
Nah, bro.
I don't remember
He's
anything. This
doing
is
his
a big
thing.
fight, though. Is what I'm saying. You mean and having to go over there to Australia, we never know what can happen. I don't know who you guys had winning, Jeff Horn, Manny Pacquiao. I thought Pacquiao won. Me and my fucking stepfather, we argued about that shit, bro. He
A
thought
lot of
Horn
people.
dominated the fight. He didn't think it was close. I thought Pacquiao won easily.
A lot of people thought that, but you got to remember there was blood in that fight, and I think it was 50-something thousand people cheering. That all plays a major part for judges.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, fights are hard to score. You know what I'm saying? I heard you say something one day about when you met Danny, you asked how he scored the Canelo Triple G one. I remember after that fight was over, I mean, and I don't keep track on scores. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching the fight, so I'm trying to keep it on my fingers while I'm going and trying to keep
He
track of
said
how I
on
got
my
scores.
fucking
You know, by the 12th
fingers.
round.
Papa, you ain't never heard of a piece of paper and a pen? He said, I'm trying to keep track of the score on my fucking fingers. Oh, man.
But by the 12th round, 11th round, you already kind of know who's gonna win. You mean you got to close up, you know.
Well, by the 11th
But I
and
leaned over my
12th,
wife.
you ran out of fingers, champ. I said by the 11th and 12th,
He counting
you got 10
toes.
fingers, but
He counting
by the
toes.
time you get to the end, you're gonna know who's up. You understand? But no, I leaned over to my wife and I said, "Hey, this fight was either a draw or I lean towards Triple G, bro." And that's being honest. And I'm a Canelo fan.
The first
one, it was a close fight, bro. The second fight, I thought Canelo dominated, and I had people fucking my family calling me talking about Triple G got robbed.
Yeah, the first one is crazy, Ronnie, because the first one I scored a draw and I was sober.
That don't make you
I'm,
right.
I'm really
That
sober
don't make
watching
him
fights.
right.
No, I was right.
That don't make him right. Oh, I was sober. You know how many of these
Hey,
judges?
brother, but I appreciate
You know how many of these
man.
judges?
You guys have a good one, brother.
For sure.
Thank you guys for the show. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up.
Bro, you know how many of these judges be sober still fucking up? Bro, that's the thing. It's not even fucking up. Like, once we learn that, turn them off, Danny. Once we learn that, then we'll understand that the judging is subjective. Like, Adelaide Bird isn't a cheater. She likes a certain style. If Harold Letterman was still around, he had a certain style. They like that Margarito style. Whoever's pressing the fight, they don't like the back foot. Larry Merchant never liked what Floyd did. You understand? So scoring is subjective because this is humans there, and it's based off what the fuck they think they like better in that fight. Any more callers? If not,
no, champ,
time to giddy up. Hold up. Let me make sure I got nobody on Discord, though, because I thought I seen somebody there.
Let me check.
Oh, you
Check
got
the
it?
Discord. Yeah, champ.
Damn.
Did we get to Coach Bob?
Nah, we ain't get to him.
Coach Bob, what up?
What up, though? Danny ain't hit the bell. Come on, Danny. You gotta leave.
How's it going?
We hear you. We hear you. What up, though?
I'm doing all. And I think everybody should get behind Tim Tszyu, man. This dude is fighting. He get in the ring. He doing his thing. What's 3 times in 7 months? Excuse me, sorry. But really, the boxing community, that's what we need. There's too many guys inactive. So Tim Tszyu, like, I'm fighting. Charlie, you want to fight me? I fight whoever. So I think we should get behind him because he got a country behind him and he could be a superstar. So I'm rooting for him. I hope he knock Mendoza out. Nothing against Mendoza. I'm for boxing, and Tim Tszyu could be a star.
Yo, did you say 3 times in 7 months?
Damn, has it been that many?
Nah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Check it out. I think 3 times in 7 months he fought.
How?
So how many of these guys is out here fighting?
No, but
Y'all
wait.
like they want
Danny,
to
just
win.
check it. Look it up. You keep cutting them off. Just look it up. If he right, he right. If he not, after that, you explain.
Yeah. People like, I want Mendoza. Why? We need stars. Tszyu could be a star. I remember his dad fighting, and his dad was a star. This dude, he knocked Mendoza out. He's stepping on the stardom level. He just need, hopefully, if Charlo lose or win, they might drop some of them belts. He could have 3 belts. He could unify. So get behind Tszyu. That dude, we need more stars in boxing.
I'm with you.
And if he wins these fights, there's an opponent for Crawford. Crawford might want to fight him anyway. But I really like what he's doing. I don't know who his promotional company is, but some of these dudes they ain't got fights in America. Y'all
No
might want to
Limit
move to
Promotions.
Australia then.
No Limit Promotions. He promote. They got their own thing going on. But you could do that when you a son of a legend. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. had it like that before he lost. You know, Bob was treating him super special. My man did a fucking pay-per-view versus John Duddy for like $35. Like, you know, when you a name, you a name. Floyd Mayweather have a
Well,
son that fight. It's a wrap. It's a
you
wrap.
right. So I didn't hear the whole show. Who are you picking next for this fight? I know it's ways off, but who you think?
I haven't picked in this fight yet. I mean, it's very tough. There's no lying. Obviously, Zoo is the favorite. It's not. I mean, let me rephrase that. It's not hard to pick. Zoo's the favorite. Is going to be in Australia. He's the naturally bigger man. Mendoza was a 47-pounder. He suffered a loss to some dude named Larry Gomez we never heard of, who's retired. Then he suffered another loss to Jesus Ramos, which is a good loss because that dude is a good fighter. But you know he's a smaller guy. It's a tough task for him. Zoo's
You
a
may feel
natural
like it's your
54
time,
pounder. So
but it's
like
not your time.
uphill battle, Bob. Uphill battle for Mendoza. But hey, you know, he made a name for himself upsetting people. So let's see, can he keep it going? You know, he got the upset over Rosario, upset knockout for sure. Not to mention win.
Special feature.
Louisiana, stand up.
You hear me now?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, fellas. To me, it looks like, I mean, naturally Zoo's the favorite, but I'm expecting a good fight because, I mean, Mendoza's only lost twice and he's never been knocked out. So it may not, like I said, Zoo should beat him, but it may not be as easy as everybody want to make it out to be. He may have a fight on his hands.
Well, he got a great trainer, that's for sure. So they're gonna have a game plan. And since Mendoza's gotten with Silas, that's when he's gotten all these great performances. So, you know, Silas likes to call himself a professor, a master, a teacher. Maybe that's really what he is.
Well, I hope so, because I mean, whether Mendoza wins or just gives Tim Zoo a good fight, this could be good to help. Like the last call said, help continue to build Tim Zoo to being one of them names that we talk about, like we talk about Haney or Tank or somebody that we want to see fight that top opposition. But either way, I expect a good fight, and that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Special feature.
What you got on Blog Talk?
Ain't got. We already got to those.
You
Yes,
sure?
yes,
You
sir.
sure? You sure, bruv?
Let me see. We got Alan Rodriguez. Did we get to him on Twitter Spaces? Alan, what up?
TVV, good morning.
Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Buenos dias.
Yeah. Hey, Ness, you got to me a little early yesterday, man, and I was busy doing something, man, so I kind of choked up, man.
No
But,
worries, bro.
hey, anyways. Yeah. But listen, my prediction on this fight, man, I just watched the Brian Mendoza fight. I think his name was Ramos, the Mexican dude, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And he did 10 rounds with him, man. Full rounds. He didn't get hurt really. So us saying Zoo winning by knockout is kind of like, you know what I mean? But he is in his territory, right? He's in home, so that crowd is definitely gonna be cheering for him. You know what I mean? So I could see it as well. You know, like a KO or a TKO, or Sue hurting him. You know, he's in his home turf. You know, he has all that confidence, and he's a fucking dog, man. I felt bad for Tony Harrison, man. All those uppercuts, man. But anyways, I was watching that fight. He did 10 full rounds with that guy, man. And he can take a punch. You know what I mean? He can hold himself in there with and I think what is he called? Is Ramos bigger than Tim Zoo?
No, Ramos also moving up from 47, so that's not a fair comparison. That's what I'm telling you. Mendoza's about to fight a real
Okay.
54-pounder, son of a legend, powers carried down from the blood. That's pedigree because his blood is his father's blood, who was a champion. You know, Mendoza's
Okay.
an underdog, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah. And just to get a little bit off topic, man, I want to explain myself for what I said yesterday. Listen, man, this is what I feel.
Bro, I
When
smoke weed.
in the
What'd you
gym,
say?
no, in the gym, people sweat and they work their asses off to get their bodies, man, to get their six pack, man, to get the best shape in their life, man. And for somebody like Canelo, I know this was a long time ago, man, but from seeing what's going on today, people still testing positive with this bullshit, ruining boxing. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm done with it, You got this motherfucking cheater Canelo, man, getting away with it, man. When you take that steroid, clenbuterol, that changes your body forever, man. And the only way Canelo is where he's at today is because of what he did. It changed his whole body physique, man. Watch this fight at 147, whatever weight it was, I don't fucking remember, with Mayweather. His body is nowhere near like that today because of the drug performance, the performance
Yeah,
drug
but
he
Yo,
took,
champ,
man.
you do know he was like,
Okay, what, man? What you guys gotta say now, man? What? I want to tell me what.
I was just simply gonna say he was probably 24 or 21 years old when he fought Floyd. So
No,
a
there's
natural
no way he was
a
21.
man doesn't stop growing. If you didn't know, I think the age limit is 25 when you stop growing. Just so you know,
Was
you might.
Canelo 21 when he fought Mayweather, bro? Is that true?
Danny's googling right now. But
Oh,
Mayweather
yeah.
was
Please
30.
tell me this, man.
Mayweather was 36 years old. Canelo's 32 right now. You do the math backwards.
yeah, I mean Canelo indeed was
Was 22? All right.
23, 22.
I'll give
20,
you that, man.
23, which means he still had 24 months to grow genetically as a human being, as a male. It's
Next, but does
statistic.
it stop
Google
the
that for
fact
him.
that he took the performance enhancement drug?
Yeah, but you trying to say one equals the other. To say that he only looks that way because of something that was in his blood in trace amounts is just a reach. Like he's a naturally growing
So,
man.
so you telling me this drug doesn't do dramatic change to your body? I'm gonna tell you this: when Kell Brook fought Triple G at his weight class, tell me what happened to him in the very first fucking round. I don't know if people noticed when Triple G landed that check left hook on him. That was the punch that detached his fucking retina, bro. That punch ruined his whole eye. That's the power difference, man. You see, when Canelo takes this, he now has equal
You
power
say
to all these
you
people
say
he's moving up weight.
you say power difference and I say accuracy. What you
So
don't what
if
you
he
don't
okay,
know is
next, one
this.
more thing,
What you don't
next,
know
next,
is that
next.
I gotta be able to talk too. What you don't know is this. Up until that time, Kell Brook, you know, his biggest win was Sean Porter in a fight that he held more than 118 times. Before that, he had already had a trilogy under his resume, and the biggest win other than Porter probably was Sinchenko. Kell Brook was unproven. He had got the crown of number one welterweight for beating Porter in his hometown. And then he got the Triple G fight because Eubank's father, Eubank's father pissed Eddie off by trying to set ticket prices at a certain price. So then Eddie
Man,
said,
real quick before you take me off, man. I'm sorry. If it wasn't for this drug that Canelo took, look what happens to you when you move up in weight. You're not gonna take the punch the same when you fight these bigger fighters.
Champ, all
Durant moved
right.
up, he got knocked the fuck out clean
Champ, so can I
when
ask
he
you
moved up.
one thing?
You're not you can ask me, but you're not gonna take the punch the same way.
So
You're not.
so you didn't buy the tainted meat.
I'm sorry.
You didn't buy the tainted meat story.
Hell fucking no, man. These people know what they're doing, man.
No, no,
Come
I'm
on,
just
man.
asking.
I feel that too.
No,
I hate when an athlete
Yo,
tests
I got
positive
you got
and they got
you
an
search
excuse.
you.
It's
We
like,
got
bro, you
YouTube
an
today.
athlete, bro.
We got YouTube today, bro.
Only
We
one that
got
could
doctors,
benefit.
professional
bro, I'm
doctors
just
that can
saying.
tell you exactly how it works.
I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, Ness.
No, I was just
Mm-hmm.
saying. For you to not look at Canelo the same, I believe it was like 80 over. I think it was either 80 or 83 FIFA players that tested positive for clenbuterol, all from different countries, all while playing the U17 World Cup in Mexico. So it's like, you get what I'm saying?
Well, they caught them. There you go. As long as they catch them, hey, I don't know. But listen, my point.
No,
so
you're
people
not.
can know.
You're
My
not
point
getting
is
the
point,
that
though.
if you
You're not getting the point.
You're not getting
These
the point.
motherfuckers was
They
from
were from other
all different
countries.
countries, but they were in Mexico playing.
So
and
they had to eat
while,
there.
So they had to eat in Mexico. And while being in Mexico, it was like 80 something players popped for the same shit. All of them, the same thing. So it's either we all soccer players need to lose weight, or we was all eating while in Mexico and popped top for. But I don't, I wasn't there, so that's why I'm just asking. I respect your opinion.
So how does Vada take care of that situation then?
Vada's not
You
a
make
police.
sure.
Vada's not a police. That's what I keep telling
Well,
y'all.
well,
We need
man,
a
you know what? This
police.
whole fucking boxing game is fucked up, man. I want to make sure that these people clean. But before you take me, my point is, all I'm saying is that if Canelo never took this clenbuterol, he will never take the punch of these higher class people the same, bro. There's no
All
way,
right.
Jose. No
Send
way.
me a link to that. I need a link that states that taking clenbuterol gives you punch resistance, because that's what you're claiming. That if he didn't take clenbuterol, he wouldn't be able to take a punch like that. So
I thought it was for weight loss.
no, I mean he claims Canelo wouldn't be able to take the punches.
No, I know.
Julian
I'm
in
saying,
Indiana.
I thought clenbuterol was for weight loss.
I don't know, bro.
For the morning, CBV, how we doing?
Straight.
So to keep it quick and simple, I got Tszyu winning under 8. And then for the future, I would like to see, hopefully, I think a great matchup, which will probably, I would say in 2 years, Jesus Ramos versus Tszyu. I think that would be a great fight. I think that's a fight that a lot of fans would definitely be open to seeing, knowing their styles are, come forward.
I think Ramos needs more development, brother. I think Ramos is lacking the development that Tszyu's been able to get. I mean, how many people has Jesus Ramos beat right now? He's still like building, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. But that's why this next fight with Lubin, I definitely think we're going to see a lot more from Ramos. But it'll be a great fight. And like I said, that's a fight that I would like to see in maybe 2 years, 3 years. But I think that's a fight that'll be a huge fight, especially, like I said, since their styles are both come forward.
Yeah, I mean, Ramos might not even be experienced enough for the Erickson Lubin fight, looking at this resume. I mean, obviously,
I know.
He beat Mendoza, but
I just think
Luke Santa Maria and Joseph Spencer, who everybody thought wasn't ready or underdeveloped, like Luke Santa Maria's a welterweight moving up. So even though Ramos is a welterweight, they keep feeding him welterweights.
On paper, this is definitely a step up for Ramos. So
hell yeah. I wonder who's the favorite. Who's the favorite?
But I think this fight, upcoming fight, I think Ramos is going to show why he deserves to be a name in that division. And I think people will realize that Ramos is actually a top 5. And like I said, I would like to see Tszyu and Ramos, and I think after this fight, you'll see more and more people wanting to see it. And like I said, for me, 2-3 years tops, I think we'll get Ramos with Tszyu, and I think that'll be a great, exciting fight.
Yeah, 2-3 years sounds like enough time for Ramos to get some experience under his belt. We'll see how he handles this fight with Erickson. He's the undefeated fighter, but Erickson has power in both hands.
Yep, that's for sure. But that's why we'll just have to wait till September 30th. And great undercard, by the way. That is an amazing undercard.
All right, champ. Well, thank you for calling in. We got Burrow City E counter punch.
Yep. Man, look here. I just went and watched that Kazabuski. FA in trouble. FA is in big trouble.
What fight you
FA
watched?
is in big man. Listen. The man went. He's 19-0, right?
Uh-huh.
Like the motherfucker got a span of 6 fights, like 6, 7 fights, bro. He fighting 2 undefeated dudes. One dude 18-1, another dude like 20-1 or something like that. I'm talking about he did one dude so bad, and I know he ain't no big name, but he did one dude so bad he turned him around. Dude lost, can't find him. He behind him giving him a hug. Like I'm talking about, he a more athletic, more aggressive Zach Parker.
Yeah, I might have to.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna wait to see how he look.
Yeah,
Cause he ain't never fought
go
outside
watch,
his country,
go
right?
watch his highlight. Go watch his highlight. I'm telling you, FA in big trouble. FA might be going to sleep.
Oh wow.
And he's nasty to the body. He's nasty. He's filthy to the body. Oh, yeah, all I'm gonna say is they got it right. The odds makers got it right. FA in big trouble. I had to go watch it for myself, but that's my call, man.
Champ, appreciate the call.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely aggressive. He's definitely aggressive, but who is he fighting? Like who is the people that's going? But yo, you can see that Ukrainian, Kazakhstani shit, man. Like that Loma. Even I mean, he even looks like that dude, Kazakh style.
Johnny Butt.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is we showing the screenshots here, video rather. It ain't like FA ain't got a shot, but he's aggressive though. He looks small there, right? See, he's aggressive. But we'll see if that
He
aggression
drop
is.
his hands and shit though.
Yeah, let's see if that aggression is gonna be there with someone that he knows has a big ass right hand. You know, usually knockouts stop when you step up in competition, but this is the heavyweight division. This is the one division where them motherfuckers could keep going.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
We got to get up out of here. I think we got to everybody. Early predictions: who you got, Tim Tszyu or Brian Mendoza? Tszyu by decision, 28%. Tszyu by knockout, 49%. Mendoza by decision, 8%. Mendoza by knockout, 14%. So obviously, Tim Tszyu is your clear favorito for this fight. I am your host, Nes GTO. Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock
Central.
Yes.
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, whatever the fuck. We on all that shit. The Boxing Boys. Catch us on the next one. Be on the lookout. Plenty of footage dropping on the YouTube page, youtube.com/The Boxing Boys. Until next time. Arrivederci.
Peace.